country and win the demands. They can't make a case.
Still to come on Lanka Business Report.
Cutting the price of cutting-edge technology. Welcome back. Personal Digital Assistants or PDAs could be a vital tool to bring the benefits of high technology to poorer communities. As a result, organizations fighting poverty are looking to PDAs to bridge the digital divide. The only problem is the cost. But a locally based IT company, Media Solutions, says that a chip they designed could make PDAs much cheaper. The chip has already attracted the interest of donor agencies.
The computer hardware revolution happened in the 80s. Sri Lanka missed out on it. East Asia, on the other hand, is making a lot of money on hardware business. But a local software company is keen to get a piece of the hugely profitable hardware pie. Media Solutions, which has its software development center in Colombo, says they have developed a computer chip that could even sell in the competitive East Asian markets. The EtherChip is expected to sell because of the unique use of technology.
We came to this idea of coming up with a very cost-effective chip, a silicon chip that uses very cost-effective communication media to communicate to the server application. So that was the idea behind EtherChip. And as you know now, it uses Bluetooth. It's a very low-power, short-range radio.
This technology has been around for a while, but nobody has put Bluetooth technology into a PDA. The chip is causing huge waves and the company could end up selling millions of units to the Chinese market.
We have a memorandum of understanding in China with the Ministry of Information Technology to develop, to develop an educational version for the Chinese market. Now the logistics of doing that are completely different. You have to understand what the Chinese market wants.
The Chinese government has already advanced money for the deal. MediaSolve says the EtherChip's true potential lies in the development sector.
For example, World Bank, ADB and NORAD and these non-government organizations, they also approached us asking whether this can be used to help the poor sort of get onto the internet bandwagon. You know, at least, I mean, till they, go and buy a computer, or till they can afford computers for everybody out there, get a PDA, get connected to the internet. Because this, one of the beauty of this Bluetooth is you can use 7 devices at the same time using one connection, right? So, in a cost-effective way, they can easily distribute these devices along with something called an access point where they use that to connect to the internet and sort of approach a larger audience.
It's an ideal solution for the developing world because it's low cost, it's more robust, the requirements for power and so on are less.
That does not mean that the technology won't be sold to others. In fact, the first deal they have in the bag with a Korean company is to market PDAs for the mass market. The first of these instruments are expected to come out early next year. What makes MediaSolve's technology so attractive is the price. The technology is also very versatile.
One of the advantages of Bluetooth is the fact that it's inexpensive. And the fact that it can be embedded in most devices.
But the company wants to keep itself focused on developing the technology and want others to do the manufacturing. The manufacturing will be done overseas as Sri Lanka does not have the facilities.
The core technology we will provide. The PDA they will design themselves. It won't look anything like this. It will be far more sophisticated.
To be competitive in the chip business, Sri Lankan tech developers will have to be ahead of the curve. However, the biggest gains would come when these chips and other devices that use them can also be produced in the country.
In other news this week, the EDB says it is planning to give export incentives for small exporters who increase their exports from this month. Exporters with turnover of less than 20 million who show a monthly growth of more than 10% from the 15th of November would get a grant equal to the growth from the Export Development Board.